Unapologetically plastic. That's the word to use when you see a plastic-made smartphone that looks elegant and attractive. In this episode of Gadget Review, meet the HTC Desire 610, an LTE-capable smartphone that's going to change the way you look at mid-range devices. In the world of cheap and high-performance Chinese smartphones, HTC definitely has a tough time keeping up in the competition. However, there's two things that HTC never compromise on their smartphones: build quality and user experience. The Desire 610's design and material is a great shift from the One M8. Fortunately, HTC has maintained that awesome ergonomic feel when you hold the phone, thanks to the matte corners that allow us to grip the phone tightly in our hands despite having a glossy back cover. On paper, the Desire 610 has a modest Snapdragon 400 1.2 GHz quad-core processor, a gigabyte of RAM, 8 GB of internal storage with microSD expansion, 4.7-inch Quad HD LCD display, 8 megapixel BSI rear camera, 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera, Bluetooth 4.0 with aptX, Wi-Fi 802.11n, LTE DC HSPA Plus network support, and a 2040 mAh battery. HTC didn't mention the display technology used on the phone, and despite having yesteryear's Quad HD resolution, it doesn't feel or look pixelated when you look at it. Color saturation and viewing angles are great, which makes you doubt if the display is really a Quad HD display. One-handed operation is perfect. Touch response is also great and precise, just like any HTC smartphones today. The phone's software isn't a stranger to anyone who have used an HTC device. Thanks to Android KitKat, Sense 6 operates smoothly and snappy on the Desire 610, despite having a slower processor and a mere gigabyte of RAM. To be honest, we rarely encounter app crashes, and the phone is extremely reliable as our daily driver in using a variety of apps. Even graphics-intensive games like Asphalt 8 runs great on the device. Default apps like Phone, Messages, and Mail works brilliantly as they should with consistent operation methods and usability. HTC has really made Sense 6 an extremely light and reliable launcher. Even in the case of the Desire 610's modest spec sheet, it doesn't need to have its full software features compromised and limited. The one thing we will and always love about HTC phones are the boom sound speakers. The phone's front-firing speakers blast other smartphones away in terms of producing rich and clear sound quality. The same goes to headphones as well. The phone's 8 megapixel backside illuminated camera managed to impress us with its fast shutter speeds while being able to produce images with good color saturation and detail. You can hardly find a mid-range smartphone with a great camera like this. The front-facing camera is acceptable and we are cool with it. The Desire 610 supports full HD video recording, which also impress with great clarity and refined audio recording. Fortunately, the camera app has the similar set of shooting scenes found on the One M8, despite having modes like Zoe and Dual Capture being stripped off. Thanks to HTC's great software optimization, the phone performs decently in our everyday usage, as we haven't actually experienced much lag despite having a mere gigabyte of RAM. Benchmark scores don't really do justice for the Desire 610, but we don't always take benchmarks seriously, as the scores are merely a reference. A 2040 mAh battery may sound really bad and underpowered for a phone like this. We are very wrong to think of that, because the phone's battery life is really impressive. We did a few phone calls, some amount of web browsing, streaming Spotify music over Bluetooth audio, and managed to squeeze out almost 20 hours of juice out of the phone's battery. Call quality on the Desire 610 is impressive, just like the One M8, with our callers reporting crystal clear voice quality and no drop calls experienced. Even though the Desire 610 is not a flagship device, it gets our respect for being an extremely capable mid-range LTE smartphone. The phone is beautiful, elegant, and fast in both hardware and software. All of these great things unfortunately comes at an unattractive price tag of 999 ringgit. We admit that we have been spoiled and influenced badly on how affordable, powerful Chinese smartphones can be today. Despite of that, we still highly recommend that you consider the Desire 610 if a polished and reliable user experience is what you're after in buying a smartphone. We rate the HTC Desire 610 at 4 out of 5 stars. Guys, thanks for checking out our video review of the HTC Desire 610. Visit our website at KLGadgetGuy.com to read out the full text article of this review. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure you're already following us on our social media networks for more exciting contents and videos coming right up. I will see you next time in our next episode of Gadget Review.